Donkeys of the week. Okay, I went and got this mythic and tried it out. It's not the mythic. I still think major protection is a bit much. To be honest, you can't have people run around in cloak with major protection. That is absolutely ridiculous. But it's not the mythic. I had to pay the money and I had to try it because I was talking about something that I hadn't used, right? So I know how it goes, what people are like. So I thought I'd go and get it and try it and see how bad it really was. Right now, don't forget, I've got major protection. I've got not on my front bar obviously, but I've got 4k crit resist, right? 4,000 crit resist, and I'm dying like this to someone that has no interest, literally zero interest playing this game. They don't want to play this game. They have no interest in PvP whatsoever. I even like stooped to their level, like, do you know what I mean, and start doing this cringy shit because that's how you're forced to play this game unless you want to deal with this 24/7. Nightcapping the entire map. Look, any engagement, any sort of engagement, streak. He's even got the ball on, look, so you can't do range damage to him while he's streaking away. Like, end of days, let me tell you. End of days for this game. This is, people just don't want to play it anymore. I don't know, I don't understand. Like, why? Like, why do these people not want to PvP anymore? You'll see on my, sorry about my chair, you'll see on my gameplay video, I still haven't done it yet, I still haven't got round to it, because this shit just keeps happening, and I just keep having to I'm doing this every time now. I'm just going to keep recording these players, and we're going to do Donkeys of the Week on Elder Scrolls Online. Clueless, brain-dead players that just copy pasta, you know, have no interest in PvP whatsoever. You'll see here in a minute, look, when I get closer, run away. Like, no interest in PvP whatsoever. I just want to win. I don't want to play the game in any way, shape, or form. I just want to win. You'll see what he does in a minute. Look, just because he can't get me no more because I've changed the CP, right? So this is what he does. Look, you'll see in a minute. But you know, people just don't want to play. I can't explain what I mean. Like, when I'm making these videos, someone just watching these, they'll probably think I'm some nutter, right, just kicking off. But honestly, go and try and play this game. Disgusting. Like, I am vamp slapping, and I tell you for free, I ain't using the Lady Mundus in PvP. You will never, ever see me do that on this game, ever. You do not need to. That is just fucking cringe. I don't know what happened here. Like, I was actually trying to execute, but it just wouldn't let me. I just kept swinging. But you know, we're at the point now where people are using the Lady Mundus. Now, I originally knew this from watching Adam Ladd's video. I'm not having a pop at Adam Ladd. He's playing a pure class build in subclass and patch, which is rough. That is fucking rough as fuck. And he's using Death Dealer, right? He's not got major protection from from this mythic, right? And these cringos, what they do is they copy paste everything. So now they're doing it. Now they're doing that in PvP. Oh, what have we got here? Like, because he can't kill me, here comes his cringe lord mate with a full capped map on another just cringe ass build. Like, no intention of PvP. And you've seen me post this guy before, Sad Hill. Like, his name fits so well, like sad, absolute saddo. Will not play the game unless he's invisible. One of those players, he simply will not. I've played this server a long time. That guy does not play a visible character ever on this game, and he's only around when the map is fully yellow. When the buffs go, he goes. Just how many different things do I need to point out? Like, do you know what I mean? Complaining about him for years and years. Even the overload damage that guy was using, was complaining about that for years, being completely broken. I've even messaged the devs, right, and said, why does Defile not work for me? I need like an actual explanation why my Defile on my character does not work. Look at this. Look, the guy's only got the vigor heal. Look. Straight back to full health. Major Defile on his character. Straight back to full health. Let me tell you, people put Defile on me, my shields are reduced. Even on my Arcanus, my shields are immediately reduced, and I cannot heal my character. I'm putting major minor Defile on people. Their shields aren't getting reduced, and they are just straight healing. Especially the vamp slappers. Like, they drop their health purposely. I'm putting major and minor Defile on them, and they're just healing in front of me, straight back to full health. This game is cooked, mate. They got to do. They cannot leave it like this. They have to change something. I'm actually gutted. You know, when I paid for the DLC, I was curious because I had to. It was the only way I could try that mythic, right? And once I done it, I saw Adam Ladd's video, and I was like, I want a refund. Straight as soon as I saw people are using the Lady Mundus, because I knew, even like I say, I'm not having a pop at Adam Ladd. He's playing a pure class. He needs that. He intends to fight 40 players on his own on a pure class with Death Dealer's Fate, right? So I don't care if he's using that. There's no problem. But my guess was like Alessian or Pariah enjoyers using the Lady Mundus. Like, but I was wrong, of course, because that's trial by fire, right? So at least I got that. I did. I knew that was going to be that Lady Mundus. I had a feeling it was going to be the Lady Mundus. Just for the tankiness, it just didn't add up. Like, do you know what I mean? How tanky people were. But like, I got on this guy that I was whispering this guy, calling him shit and that. And like, he came back, he told me he was a 1VXer. Oh, look at this. Another unique original build here on the Elder Scrolls Online. Hitting him with major defiled. Absolutely nothing is happening. Nothing happening. His shields aren't being reduced. He's not taking any damage. Just pointless, boring gameplay. Copy paste build. But to be fair, you know, for this god tier player, I mean, he's got every single buff in PvP that you can have. Every resource, every keep, every scroll is yellow. And he's playing the most broken shit on the game and struggling to kill me. Look at him. But he's struggling to kill me. Is that guy dropping me? Yeah, like he's trying to drop their bud and seeds for me, I think, to keep me alive. But, you know, how are you struggling like this? How are you struggling like what god tier? Donkey of the week goes to Borzar. Absolute fucking donkey player. Like, I'm just going to keep doing this until they change it. Donkey players that come in PvP and just don't want to lose. They have no interest in playing this game. Just copy paste. It's another fucking donkey player. Here we have Battlefield 6. This guy, just pure donkey, has no interest in playing this game in any way. He just comes into PvP on his tank and teabags people that dies. People are writing his name in the chat. Here, I tried that new mythic, and I had the Death Dancer thing on. I just wanted to see if that was, going to do anything like to these players. Of course, it didn't. That's why my sustain looks a little dodgy. But like, look at this. Look, just nothing damage. 5% from minor berserk, 10% from major berserk, 15% extra damage from the mythic that I'm wearing, and 4% extra damage from sleuth rug. Absolutely no damage. Riveting gameplay. Here we have 6 players that just don't ever get off the most disgusting and dirty meta on the game, and they just run around. You see what they just did there? They run around doing that to people, player after player. They chase players down and do that. Not just me, everyone. Here we have another donkey here on the Elder Scrolls Online that is joining PvP to just not PvP in any way, shape or form. And this is one of those players that I said would literally start a family on Felon's build, literally from the start of this guy joining this server. He had an issue with me, a virtual hard-on that was fully erect for this guy. Let me tell you, a salty little boy, this one. He got really upset because Rex killed him, because Rex played the same build for a bit. But just look, take a look. People told me after I complained about this guy, people told me he was a good player. I was fucking laughing my head off. Like, this is what a good player is now. Look at this. every carry on the game, he's putting down Purify, he's putting down Ward and Charm, he's vamp slapping, he's using Shorks to debuff. He's probably got that mythic on. He's probably got the Lady Mundus on. Just taking no damage in PvP, vamp slapping, in-cap, spec evo. Just every sword and board, every carry you can put on a character. He's got it on there. And look at him. Just taking no damage. What the fuck is the point in you joining PvP, my man? You just don't want to play the game. And of course, every player that plays this type of trash can carry, just zero PvP, pointless build, are all friends sucking each other's dicks, so they never have to fight anyone cringy enough to put this combination of fucking carry together. Look at this. Look, and they still can't kill. It takes them ages to get, like, what good player is going to have that amount of carry on one build and take this long to kill me? Look, I'm dead now, look, I think I'd die in a minute. But, like, look, absolutely just trashing. None of these players are good players. They are all just cringe-lord shitters that don't know how to play the game. I rest my case in a bit.